Hi, fifth grade. Today we're going to be doing Potterwookie chapter 6, and this chapter is called Tucked Away. So let's get started. After a couple hours of reading, I put my book down. I stared at Harry as he lay there. I wanted to call Trevor over so we could discuss the little Potterwookie, but I didn't want to leave Harry alone, since our only phone was in the kitchen. Things would be different if I had a cell phone, or if I was allowed to lock my bedroom door. Of course, my mom won't let me do that. She always says a locked door is an open problem. In fact, checking to make sure that my bedroom door isn't locked is one of the few things my mom enjoys getting off the couch to do. She likes to know that my door is unlocked so she can go in and make sure I haven't done something horrible. This all could have been avoided if you had made sure his door wasn't locked. And so this is like what his mom imagines, or this is what he thinks his mom imagines is happening. So, with my door always unlocked, Tuffin was free to wander in and take Harry. And while Tuffin wouldn't intentionally hurt Harry, he was great at shoving things in places where they didn't belong. I could only imagine where he might put the Potterwookie. A little help, please. And remember, Tuffin is his littlest brother. I looked down at my purple beanbag, and a possible solution popped into my head. I grabbed the beanbag and unzipped it just enough to slip Harry into it. I pressed him into the soft white foam balls and then zipped it back up. I left a small opening at the end of the zipper so he could peek out. It was a perfect hiding place because Tuffin was scared of my beanbag and wouldn't go near it. Ever since he had watched the movie The Blob, he was afraid that the beanbag was going to eat him. Of course, it didn't help that I told him some beanbags really did snack on people who sat on them. I should have never sat down. So this is where Harry's kind of peeking out it and hiding, and this is what his brother thinks will happen. With Harry hidden, I ran to the kitchen and called Trevor and told him to hurry over. Of all the kids I hang out with, Trevor is definitely my best friend. He's a smart kid who usually goes along with my plans. His glasses are constantly crooked and his hair always looks like it is freshly cut. I share everything with Trevor except for the fact that I still collect thumb buddies. I went back into my room and unzipped the beanbag. I pulled Harry out. He was covered in tiny foam balls. Poor Harry. It wasn't easy to clean Harry off. When I was done, there were little foam balls all over my room. I was trying to sweep them up when Trevor arrived. He crawled in through my bedroom window, and I gave Harry to him so he could take a closer look. I explained how Harry appeared to be part Harry Potter and part Wookiee, and that I was calling him Harry because it was shorter than Potterwookie. I also told him how I believed that Harry was under some sort of spell and we needed to break it. My dad has a book about magic that might help. He's always looking for a spell to grow his hair back. Can we borrow his book? I can't take it out of my house because my dad said it's more valuable than our family photo album. That's him and his friend talking back and forth. I had seen Trevor's family photo album, and it really wasn't that great. Trevor was an only child, and it was just a bunch of boring pictures of him standing in different places next to his dad's. I shoved Harry back into my beanbag, and Trevor and I ran across the street to look at the book. When we got to Trevor's house, his mom made us look at the magic book with her so she could make sure we weren't getting our fingerprints all over it. It was filled with all kinds of cool facts about famous wizards. There was a large section about Harry Potter. Some facts were real, like what side of a broom you should get on to ride it, the left, and how to wash invisibility cloaks. Machine wash, cold water, invisible cycle, tumble dry, medium heat, good luck ironing. We didn't get a chance to finish looking for answers because I accidentally sneezed all over the book. You would have thought had hurt a baby seal the way Trevor's mom was screaming. I tried to apologize, but she was busy kicking us out of the house to hear me. When we got back to my room, the beanbag was missing. I screamed, sounding a little like Trevor's mom. I thought Tuffin had taken it, but it turned out it was my mom. She had come to check if my door was locked, noticed the little foam balls all over my room, and decided to throw the beanbag away. It was old and leaky stuff. I threw it out in the alley trash can. We ran out back as fast as we could. I knew it was trash day, and we didn't have a moment to spare. The second we stepped out the back door, I could hear the garbage truck in the alley. I tore across my backyard and threw open the gates. What we saw made me want to pass out. There's the trash can, and there is the beanbag. Uh-oh. The beanbag was being tossed into the garbage truck. I ran out of the gate screaming, but the truck began to move quickly down the alley. Come back with my trash! I could see the truck stop at the next house and lift the garbage can. After I set the can down again, I began to close the back and compact the trash inside. Harry was going to be crushed like a soda can. All at once, I reached down and picked up the biggest rock I could find. I heaved it as hard as I could. The rock hit the back of the metal truck and made a tremendously loud bong. The front door of the truck opened, and a big guy wearing a safety helmet and gloves got out and looked at me. He was holding a garbage stabber and breathing heavily. You should not have done that. I was scared, but I had to help Harry. I pleaded with the man to please turn off the truck. He reached in and turned the key, causing the truck to hiss and then grow silent. The man yelled at me for throwing rocks, but then I explained that something important had been thrown away. He seemed to relax and understand my dilemma. Trash is a beautiful thing. The man pressed a button, and the back of the truck hissed and opened. Then, pressed into all the other trash, was my beanbag. It wasn't completely smashed, but I could tell that had it gone 2 seconds later, Harry would have been more like a paper doll than a stuffed animal. The truck driver pulled out the beanbag and gave it to me like he was some sort of garbage Santa. And here is poor Harry now, all covered in trash. Trevor and I thanked the garbage guy about 100 times and then took the dirty beanbag back to my room. When I pulled Harry out, he was slightly smooshed. Luckily, the white foam balls had kept him from getting hurt. We're lucky that he's okay. Yeah, maybe you should keep him out of that beanbag. Maybe we should figure out how to break the spell. So that's him and his friend. Harry grunted as if he agreed. We carefully helped him straighten out and clean off. Trevor and I then spent the rest of the afternoon reading while Harry lay on my bed, not smelling that great. He did smile slightly, though, as he stared at the plastic glow-in-the-dark stars on my ceiling. So that is the end of Chapter 6. Please make sure you do your Chapter 6 Potterwookie questions, and I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Bye!